Greetings, I'm Philostorm, and welcome to another episode of Multiblock Madness. I've set up a few things between episodes, like this bauxite processing, an industrial grinder being supplied with water. The bauxite comes from here, gets put into here, and then the cells go into this extractor to get emptied, and then put back into here. The small piles of titanium and the aluminum products get put back into the network. The aluminum goes straight in, and the small piles of titanium go into this compacting drawer to just essentially just be crafted into the regular piles, which then just get put back in here, which then get blast furnaced here. However, with this running, I also had some. I have had to remove a couple overclockers here and there. I think I can put this one back. But we're out of power, pretty much officially. So I think it might be time to actually deal with that. So let's see what we can do about power. Obviously we have turbines, nuclear craft turbines. However, I would have to look up how these work, which I could definitely do. And I'd also have to build another reactor, because this one only outputs 30 millibuckets of steam, which is kind of annoying. So we could obviously just improve our oil production. We can make another advanced generator. Let's see. Extreme alloy, that one. Super alloy, we'll probably get these eventually. Yeah, I don't think we have niobium for that. Alright. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is probably just another advanced generator. So let me... Oh, and also I did a couple of other things. Let's see. I set up, or I figured out why the oil was an issue. Turns out we had these three were not chunk loaded. I just chunk loaded them now. So we always had two pump jacks running unless I was in the overworld, which is why this would always be empty and yet filling. So that I should have realized sooner, but yeah. And it looks like we are staying even right now. And yeah, the crude oil is definitely going up. So I think, yeah, this is gonna have to be sped up, I think. I'm not sure. I mean, we can upgrade it for sure. It looks like we're going down slowly. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a turbine and another reactor because it would be nice to be able to paralyze TBU and stab alloy. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna need to do some research for that. And we'll be back. I'm also upgrading the heavy alloy pattern into the alloy smelter version instead of the fluid to item transformation version. This will cut down on the amount of radaway fluid we need, but it will increase the amount of HDPE. Neither of which matter too much, but still. Figured it'd be something that would be handy. Just gonna use fluid crafting for this. Hopefully it works. I'll test it, let you know. Definitely not a cheap HDPE cost. 12 HDPE sheets as a in trade for 50 millibuckets or 500 millibuckets of radaway. Still not too bad. But yeah, this should work. It's looking like it's... Wait, why are you not working? Oh, it doesn't have power. Well, that'll do it. Alright, now it should be working. Perfect. This should get extracted and put back into here. We're good to go. And then we should see this recipe flash here. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, the alloy smelters are as good as I expected. They're absolutely insane. Especially compared to these guys. Woo! It's insanity. They're lightning fast. Let's see. So we need a couple things. We need Redstone Alloy, which now that we have an alloy smelter, it's actually doable. Of course, we could use an the arc furnace, but Conductive alloy we have. I think we've got everything for that. And then steel. It's the alloy furnace recipe. That's pretty bad. Coke to 1 steel. Find iron to 1. Yeah, I think the best ratio is this. Coke to 2. So I might do this. I might set up coke coal for something. I mean, I might set up the... Oh, what? I have to fix that, actually. So I don't think you can actually obtain this. Yeah, you can't. You have to use this. Alright, I have to fix that. So yeah, I think I'll do this. Set up this recipe. I'm not sure what to do about this creosote oil. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is a fluid tank so I can auto-void the excess. Alright, so I'm going to set that up so I can make steel. And then redstone alloy. See if I can just make that. Wait, I didn't have the recipe. Whoops. We need a pack rack. Alright, cool. Alright, awesome. And then we should be able to do redstone alloy. Perfect. Awesome. Easy enough. Now I think these will craft in... Oh, we still have that being crafted in there? Oh well. Alright, so I just start 300 extreme alloy. That's cooking. We need steel, so I think... knowing this recipe doesn't work because that's coke is wrong, I think we're going to end up doing probably this. 1 coke or 4 coal? Or 4 charcoal? I think we'll just do coke. Although we do have technically infinite. No, maybe not infinite, but a lot of coal. Yeah, so anyway, let's do stone furnace. One of these guys. One of these guys. Man, Schrauzer's AE is amazing. Also, that mod finally got added to Curse, so it should be easy peasy to it shouldn't be an issue anymore. Sorry. Yeah, just waiting on smelteries or alloys. But yeah, it shouldn't be an issue anymore for Curse to accept pack versions, which is awesome. And I can always use the most up-to-date version of it as well, which is super cool. Alright, well. Man. There we go. Snuck in a line there. Oh, that doesn't... Oh, that. It's unexpected. Alright. Anyway. So I'm going to be back to crafting up this. Redstone furnace done yet? Probably not. No. Anyway. I'm going to be back to crafting up my turbine. I'm also going to have to... I think I'm going to switch to a more dense fuel. Because right now... Ooh, rocket fuel is 20,000. Wow. That is insanity, actually. Wow. Alright. Because, yeah, we're using... What are we using? We could use ethylene. diesel blend boosted is 37. I think right now we're using... Where are you? There you are. No, that's not it. Ooh. Powered is awesome too. There it is. So 2,000. So if we do boosted, it's almost double. I don't think there's anything... Oh, nitro diesel? Where are you? Is nitro diesel No, it does not appear. It doesn't even appear like to exist besides on that. Huh. Okay, there it is. I don't know why it's hidden, but it's 10,000. All right. Why is... Oh, what? Potassium hydroxide. We have potassium? Potassium or... Alright, we're not going to mess with that. Oh, Dew of the Void can be used. Or Vapor of Levity. Wow, that's cool. Alright, so, let me do the math on how actually good this is. Because, like, 500 to 300 plus the gasoline. Yeah, and we'll be back. Alright, there's the last of the turbines. I added the steel recipe, so now it'll just, yep, dump the coal in here. I upgraded it and added some speed, but it's still pretty slow. Definitely faster than the coke ovens would be. There we go. All we need is, let's see, what do we need? Oh, right. So I decided to use rocket fuel. It's actually pretty simple. You need lithium and beryllium. I think we have, like, infinite lithium right here. Yeah. And then beryllium we have infinite of as well. So, I'm going to do lithium. Spell beryllium. BR. And then I think dust can melt down. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And then fluorine is a little bit tricky. I think the best way to do it is to electrolyze hydrofluoric. And hydrofluoric comes from, well, like that. Or you can use, there's two different ways to do it. You can either use fluoride-bearing compound and sulfuric acid with a lab oven. This is a pretty good ratio. It's, let's see, 3 sulfur to 8, and then 1 to makes 400. So it's, what, 32, roughly, I think? Yeah. 32 millibuckets per sulfur, no, per 3 sulfur. So 32 over 3, so approximately 10, so a bucket-ish, a bucket per sulfur, roughly. If you do it this way, sulfur trioxide, okay, you can't do that, obviously. Sulfur dioxide, so sulfur and oxygen, that's 1, I think. Yes. So it's the same. It's the same. It's just a question of whether to do, you know, let's see, 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, and then fluorine water. All right. I mean, I think a little difficult to say for sure, but I think I'm gonna use the rock hounding way. There's no real reason, there's no real upside to using it necessarily, except the fact that I have haven't really set up much rock hounding, and I would like to. So I've got a fuel platform and a fuel plan made. It's a bit of a long process, and by a bit I mean a super long process. However, I'm looking forward to setting it up. Should be fun. So I'm planning on going with the cheapest power route rather than like the most efficient or the most speedy. Like I could use this, but we all know this is like 1,000 a tick. This is like 20,000 for 0 seconds apparently. So lab oven is like 5. They're stupid cheap. So the plan right now is, let's see. So we need sulfuric or sulfur-bearing compound and sulfuric acid, then fluorite and hydrofluoric. And I may as well go through the rock hounding quest book for this, because this will go hydrofluoric here. So hydrofluoric gets turned into fluorine, which then gets mixed with lithium, beryllium, and TBU. Those all three get mixed together, and then that gets mixed with nitrodiesel. All right, so my items are right here. Lithium, beryllium, TBU, and then the hydrofluoric acid is effectively sulfur. It's sulfur plus fluoride, which is nothing, basically. And then the sulfuric acid gets processed a few times. I mean, yeah, you put fluorite in sulfuric to make it. You can also do it with a couple different ways, like this, just sulfur trioxide and water, which is sulfur and oxygen, which is more sulfur and oxygen. But I'm not going to do it that way. So, assuming our first step is this stuff. What are you? Well, that thing right there. Our first steps are going to be make hydrofluoric, and make, well, I guess make fluorine. So make fluorine, melt these three down, combine them all together, and we're in good shape. So I'm going to need to make fluorite, sulfur, and that's actually it. TBU is coming from thorium, which comes from the ore processing setup over there, which comes from the beneath, an excavator. So that's free. Beryllium comes from andesite, so that's free. Lithium comes from water over there. I've got like a ton of it right now. Yeah, 9,000. So should be good on that. So all of those are free, which means that this is effectively free. So the other thing we need is nitrodiesel. So I'm going to do empowered oil and refined fuel. Refined fuel we do have already, but I think I would like to move it. So I'm probably going to make a bunch of more fractionating stills for several different things. I just noticed that will give me some sulfur as a byproduct. And then I'm going to use the hydrofluoric acid in another place, which is going, 2 places actually. I'm going to melt down some gauges to get leachate. And then I'm going to use it again in the retention vat to get this, primarily for niobium. And niobium is going to turn into superalloy. Superalloy is the highest level of turbine. So I'm pretty sure what I can do, I think. Yeah, I might not be able to. This might have been like a waste. I'm probably going to use them just so that they're not literally garbage, but I'm going to work on superalloy kind of alongside of it. So the hydrofluoric acid is going to be turned into niobium as well, aka better turbines. And then other than that, the other thing we're going to need is empowered oil. This is the normal way to do it is throwing in fluid, which is definitely something that I obviously could do. But I want to do this lab oven way to see if it's any good. So this is going to take a couple things. Refined canola oil, obviously, and napalm. Napalm is gasoline and aluminum. So the gasoline comes from... Ooh, that's pretty cool, actually. I actually might use this instead. I think I will. Maybe. 75 equals all that. 60 equals all this. Oh, wow. That is... Oh, wait. 600. For 0 seconds? That just seems broken. So this makes bitumen and tar and naphtha, which is kind of fantastic, actually. Oh, I see. So, oh, wow. So it combines the fractionating still and... Okay, so I'm definitely doing this. I have this capsule set up for the distillation tower. But yeah, I'm gonna end up not using this. Just want to get all these resources again. The reason I don't want to use this is because of the Essential Centrifuge. And in case it sounds weird to hear me be like surprised by something in my pack, that's something Hua set up. So I haven't seen that recipe. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, that's the plan. Hydrofluoric acid, melt down these guys, combine it with the fluorine, and then make refined fuel from the crude oil, which I'll just use an ender tank. And the main reason I suppose I'm monologuing instead of just doing it is because I don't really know how to do time lapses necessarily. So yeah. So there's the crude oil. That is a lot less than I expected. But I can just route it all into this. And then that's going to go into an essential centrifuge, so on and so forth. And the empowered oil, doing it this way, also requires... I guess it doesn't technically, but I'm going to do it this way. For no real reason other than I feel like it. This is going to require platinum catalyst, gasoline, empowered canola seed, napalm, white gold, and then refined canola oil, which I'm probably just going to fractionating still. And then I think there's a fermenting barrel. No, yeah, wait, canola press. So we're going to use a canola press. Like, this is getting crazy here, the amount of steps. Like, it's got all this stuff here. And this will lead into rock hounding. Hydrofluoric acid is going to be used a bunch, so I want to overproduce this stuff. It's going to be used in... Wait, I thought it was used in something else. Huh. Yeah, this is an important one, fluorine. And then that's going to be turned into a bunch of stuff. So anyway, I'm going to get started on this. I'm going to pop back in periodically to update. And hopefully this platform's big enough. Otherwise, I can just bump it out another 2 chunks or so. So anyway, I'm going to get started on this. And yeah, I don't foresee too many complications. Besides just, you know, building it. There's also, I could get sulfur a couple different ways. Probably the easiest would be this. But mostly that's a lot of power, and it's a little bit, dare I say, a little bit too easy. I probably would do this if I could make these guys, but I need to set up some more automation for that. And, like, this is fine. I want to do rock hounding and so on, so whatever. Anyway, I'm going to follow some quests, set up some multi-blocks, get some power set up, and at the end of it, we should end up with rocket fuel. I think the best... Wait. TBU is the worst? LEA. So this is molten amera. Wait. Molten americium? Alright. Do we have americium? Wait. How do you pronounce it? I mean, spell it A-E-M-E. I think we do. Yeah, we just have the 1. Anyway, I'll be back. Never mind, we can't actually make the Essential Centrifuge just yet. This takes iridium alloy plates. as you can see, for advanced machine structures. And these are quite a bit to go. Takes iridium, which is kind of the goal of this chapter. So we'll have to use the distillation tower still. Step 1, distillation tower. The capsule needs to be fixed, apparently. These scaffolding convert once they're placed and the multiblock is formed. So what happened is I ended up basically forming the multiblock and then scanning the multiblock, forming it, and then scanning it. So what happened is it converted these scaffoldings, and the scaffoldings can't be read by capsule mod. So yeah, that's why I have to mess with that. There we go. And awesome. Okay, cool. There we go. Looks like we have an extra scaffolding here. Alright, so there's the oil problem taken care of. This black is actually the input from these pump jacks. And I need it to be buffered in this tank and then go into this one. So I'm going to make another ender tank with black. Crude oil is in the tower. Distillation tower fully set up. We've basically just moved it. We've got our bitumen drawer. We've got gasoline, lubricant, and diesel. This is just turned off right now so we don't burn through all of our oil, just to fill these up. Because eventually they'll just be voiding. We'll put a fluid storage bus on the bottom of this, most likely, so we can hack these fluids. We are making napalm. It's actually really cool how this works. I don't remember seeing this work like this. But yeah, so you can actually see the different liquids converting. That's awesome. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do here is throw down a tank, store that, lock that to napalm. And fluid storage bus. Just gonna grab a bunch. I think it was right here, maybe. So yeah, we are making progress. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. We didn't get quite as far into the power setup as I expected. I ended up monologuing a lot more than I thought I would. But we're making progress. Can't make that. Can't make that. We're not going to make that. Napalm? We made napalm, right? Yeah. So now with the napalm, we can make crystallized oil. So the next thing is going to be this refined canola oil, which is going to be this canola press. So anyway, I'll keep working on this. I probably won't do too much between episodes. And yeah, I'll see you next episode.